Hello everyone. In this video, we will continue our discussion on the Arduino IDE programming. And in this part, we will talk about the programming and demonstration of the example blinking of LED. After installing Arduino IDE, an icon will be generated in the desktop. To open the Arduino, double click on it. So this window will open. We'll talk about various configuration options we have in this Arduino IDE. So in file menu we have new to create a new project, open to open a existing project. Sketchbooks, in Sketchbook we have all the past projects, and we have also some built-in examples. And to save our project we have some options. And in edit window we have some options to increase or decrease the indent between the lines of the code, and to increase or decrease the font size, and to find any string or character within a code. So this sketch menu is important. So when we are done with our program, we need to compile it. So to compile it, we need to click on this option. So if there are no errors after compilation, then we will upload it using this option. So after uploading, our Arduino will execute that program and it should work as intended. Now here we have an include library option. So there are some predefined libraries to for some functions, like if we are using EEPROM or GSM, then we can use these libraries and we can use functions defined in these libraries so that our code will be compact and it will be more modular. Okay. Now we will connect the Arduino board with the system and check for this port option here. So here it is showing COM3 Arduino Uno, but maybe it is not. It will not be the case for you. So uh, to check the COM port for Arduino Uno, go to the device manager and check for ports. And here you will see the COM port for Arduino Uno and select that COM port here. Okay. Now, now I will walk you through the code which we have written for this project. Okay, so this code has two main segments. One is setup function and second is loop function. So in the code which is in the setup function will execute only once. So generally we use those statements which needs to be executed only once in this setup function. So when we want to configure input and output for the board, those statements we will put here. So here we have configured second pin as input because we are connecting our push button to the second pin, and the 10th pin is configured as output because we are taking the LED output through the 10th pin. Okay, so this function will run only once. Then we will put that part of code which we want to run continuously or repeatedly in this loop function. Okay, so for our project, what we want that we will check whether the push button is pressed or not, and if it is pressed then we will blink the LED, and if it is released then we will turn the LED off. Okay, so first we need to check whether the push button is pressed or not. For that, this if statement is used. So if this digital read will uh, check that the second pin is uh, 1 or not. Okay, so this digital read will check the status of the second pin, and this if statement will check if this second pin is 1 or not. If it is 1, then it is pressed. So if it is pressed, then we want to blink our LED. Okay, so for that we will write high or 1 to the 10th pin. Okay, so this will turn the LED on. Okay, and we will give a delay of 250 millisecond, and then we will write 0 to that 10th pin only. Okay, so this will turn the LED off, and we will give a delay of 250 milliseconds. So if the button is pressed, then it will be on for 250 milliseconds and off for 250 milliseconds. And if the push button is not pressed or it is released, then this condition will fail. Okay, so if this condition is failed, then this statement will execute, and this will write low voltage or zero voltage to the 10th pin. So this will turn the LED off. Okay, so now this code will execute repeatedly. So it will check if it is high, if the button is pressed or not. If it is pressed, then blink, and if it is not pressed, it will be off. So it will continuously uh, execute this part of code. Okay, now I will compile this code to check if there are any errors or not. So it is compiled, so there are no errors. And now I will upload this code on the Arduino board. Okay, so now the Arduino board is programmed. Now I am pressing the button, and as you can see, the LED is blinking. Now I released the button. Now I am pressing it again. Now I released it. So as you can see, the program is working correctly. And yeah. So now we will take a specific example where we will generate a square wave, and we will try to send this data of square wave to serial monitor and serial plotter, just to show you how to use these serial monitor and serial plotter. Okay, so we have already written the code for square wave generator. So here in first line we have declared a variable out, and we have initialized it to 0. So this is a global variable, and it can be accessed by both the functions. Okay, now in setup function we are setting the serial communication by this command serial.begin. So it will start the serial communication, and this 9600, it is a baud rate. So baud rate defines the speed of the communication. So it will be 9600 bits per second. So this is how the data, this is how this is the speed of the data that will be transmitted through this uh, serial. Okay, and then this third pin of Arduino is set as output. So we will try to generate the square wave through this third pin of the Arduino. In loop function, we will try to um, generate a square wave by uh, okay. So in this word loop, we will try to generate the square wave by outputting the value value one or high. Okay. So in this word loop, we are using a for loop. So this for loop will be executed for 10 times, because I is initialized to 0, and it will run until I become 10. So this will execute for 10 times, and it will write the value of out variable to third pin of Arduino, and it will also write that out variable value to the serial, and it will and this statement will add a delay of 100 milliseconds between the between each iteration of the loop. So there are 10 iterations, and each iteration will take 100 milliseconds. So there will be 1000 millisecond or 1 second for this out variable that will be outputted in the serial and Arduino pin. So initially the out variable is 0. So this out variable will be 0 for 1 second. After that, it will be complemented. Okay. So now it will become 1, and this loop function will execute once more. and this for loop will execute 10 more iterations. So for those 10 iterations, the out will be 1. So this will write 1 to third pin of Arduino and on the serial as well. So for 10 iterations it will be 0, and for 10 iterations it will be 1, and this will be uh, repeatedly executed, and this will be executed repeatedly. Okay, so now I will compile it to check if the code is correct or not. Okay, so it is compiled, so there are no errors. Now I will upload it on the Arduino. Okay, so it is uploaded on the Arduino. Now I will try to check the data on the serial monitor. So here is a shortcut to open the serial monitor. So here, as you can see, the data is 0. This out variable, we are sending the out variable, right? So the uh, variable is 0 for 10 iterations, and it is 1 for 10 iterations, right? And same variable is written on the third pin, so that will also generate the same output. Okay, so here it is just showing 1 and 0, but what if we want to check the waveform, then we can use serial plotter. So to open serial plotter, go to tools and click on serial plotter. Okay, so here, as you can see, we are getting a square wave. Okay, so from the code we know that the on time or the time for which the output is 1 is 1000 milliseconds or 1 second, and similarly the off time or the time for which the output is 0 is also 1 second. But through this plot see we cannot find out the time period or frequency of the square wave, because in the x-axis it is showing the um, number of communications made on the serial channel. So to check that, we can use oscilloscope. So on the third pin we can connect oscilloscope and check the frequency or time period of the signal. So oscilloscope is a device which can be used to measure the parameters of any voltage signal or current signal. Okay, so we can measure on time, off time, frequency of any signal, or rise time, and there are many parameters. So we can use oscilloscope for that purpose. Okay.
As we don't have a oscilloscope with us, so we will try to use alternate method. We will connect LED to the Arduino and check the response of the LED. So logically it should blink because we are generating a square wave. So what we have done, we have made a small circuit where the third pin of the Arduino is connected to the resistance using this yellow wire, and that resistance is connected to the positive terminal of the LED, and the negative terminal of the LED is connected to the ground using a blue wire. So if this code is working correctly, then this third pin should generate a square wave. So when it is high, then it will turn the LED on, and if when it is low, then it will turn the LED off. So as we can see, it's generating a square wave. So our code is working correctly. Okay, so we have gone through all the steps required to complete project on this Arduino open source platform. Okay, thank you.